Hi there, gorgeous! In today's video, I'm showing you a full face of first impressions using nothing but makeup from COVERGIRL. And I want to let you know up front, this video is being sponsored by COVERGIRL. So thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. My opinions are my own, regardless of sponsorship, and I'll be showing you everything. Full face of first impressions, like I said, and I've also included a wear test at the end of the video, so you can see how these products perform throughout the day. Beginning with the eyes, I'm using the True Naked Nudes palette today. Very simple look, we're not going to make this complex at all. First shade I'm taking is this light neutral. Next eyeshadow I'm taking from this palette is this light shimmer shade at the top of the palette, applying that directly on the lid. For my brows today, I'm going to try one of their pencils. This is their Easy Breezy Micro Fine Fill and Define Eyebrow Pencil. And the shade that I'm using here is Honey Brown. This is a self-sharpening pencil, supposed to be able to give you hair-like strokes in your brows. And I will say that it absolutely is. It's got a very fine tip to it, so it's real easy here. I'm noticing to be able to fill in my brows. I'm not really struggling. And the pigment is very strong because I have the tiniest amount of pressure being applied here. I'm liking it. I'm going to take the spoolie from the other side of the pencil and brush the product through. I wasn't too sure about that color either, but that's a pretty beautiful match to my hair and the rest of my face too. I think that is one of the most beautiful brow products I've used in a long time. It looks very natural and not like I filled them in at all. Before I apply the next product, which is mascara, I am going to take a minute here to curl my lashes. Mascara I'm using is the COVERGIRL Exhibitionist. This promises to give you 10 times the volume in your lashes. So let's see what the wand looks like. Very big wand, I like to see that. We'll apply it from root to tip. Hopefully I don't make any mistakes because I am so messy when it comes to mascara. You can see from this eye right here to this eye, the results that I got with that mascara. Really beautiful looking. Moving on to the face, we're going to start with a primer, and I'm using the TruBlend Base Business Everyday Defense Skin Primer. This also has a sunscreen in it of 20. White in consistency, and because it contains sunscreen, it's a little runny, which is to be expected. And I'm using this very lightly on areas where I know I will get oily, but I love that this primer has a sunscreen already built into it. That's what I feel like most products should be, and COVERGIRL is pretty good about doing that, putting primers and sunscreen and all of that good stuff together in one. For my foundation, I'm using two different ones today because I want to see how they will compare, how they'll perform side by side, etc., etc. Both of these are part of COVERGIRL's OLAY Simply Ageless line. The first one I'll show you here is the COVERGIRL OLAY Simply Ageless 3-in-1 Liquid Foundation. And the other one that I'll be using is the Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Defying Foundation. Both of these products contain hyaluronic complex and vitamin C, which I'll talk more about here in a minute. But I'm going to begin with the 3-in-1 foundation on this side of my face. That's the type of consistency you can expect with this foundation. I'm going to start with a little bit of that because it's a very pigmented foundation too. I'm going to blend that in with a brush. So basically, hyaluronic acid helps to replenish moisture in the skin, and it also will improve, sorry, I'm trying to find the right words, improve the appearance of fine lines, and it also makes your skin look much smoother. So when you can find a product that contains hyaluronic acid in it, it's a great skin, I should say it's a great product for your skin, so it's something that you do want to be using. And these products also contain vitamin C, which if you're not sure what vitamin C does in the skincare products, I wasn't aware of it either, so I had to look it up, and it says that it will improve collagen and helps to slow down aging. It will not only hydrate the skin, but it will improve the tone over time. So the more you use it, the better your skin will look, which is a great quality, especially in a foundation when you're using it every single day. Forgot to mention it, but the shade I used over here was Fair Ivory, which is a pretty beautiful match for my skin tone. They came out with a whole bunch of new shades as part of the Simply Ageless line. As promised, on this side, I'm going to be trying out the Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Defying Foundation. And the shade that I'm using here is also Fair Ivory. To open this, you need to twist it. I thought you had to open it like your traditional compact like that, but no, you twist off the top with this one. That's what it looks like on the inside. Huh, okay. Now this looks like a solid, right, when I first showed it to you, but when you add the warmth of your finger to it, it turns into a liquid. It also contains a sunscreen, so it has an SPF of 28 in it. And they say that this is supposed to float over fine lines, it won't settle into the skin, and it will give the skin a silky soft appearance after it dries. It absolutely has done that. It's such a beautiful finish on the skin. It's absolutely lovely. A little bit goes a long way with both of these products, by the way. You really don't need much because the pigment is so strong that it provides amazing coverage. Next product I'm using here is concealer. This is the Simply Ageless Instant Fix Advanced Concealer. Shade that I'm using is Fair, by the way. They do give you a soft tip applicator, not only to apply the product, but also to blend it in. But you know that I am such a huge proponent of using your fingers, so that's what I am going to do. And I think I may have applied too much, but we're going to work with it and see how we do on this eye first. They say it will hide discolorations and dark circles under the eyes. So we'll see if that's true here in a minute. Whew, beautiful finish. You can see from this eye to this eye the results that I got. My purple under eye circles are gone and it looks very fresh. It's a lightweight concealer. It's not heavy at all, so it doesn't feel like you've packed something under your eye. It's definitely not drying. It doesn't give a cakey appearance either. I rather like how it looks under my eye. And I'm setting with a powder next, but I gotta tell you too, this is one of the first drugstore products I've ever used on my face where it doesn't look like I need to set it. It looks like I already set my face with a powder, so that's amazing. Using one of my favorite powders from CoverGirl, this is the Clean Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Classic Ivory. I'm going to lightly set everything. I'm also going back and adding a little bit more of the Exhibitionist mascara on my lower lashes now that I have my concealer finished. To pull this whole look together, I'm using CoverGirl's Instant Cheekbones in the shade Refined Rose, and I'm using this middle shade right here. This looks like a really beautiful color for fair skin tones. Oh yes, very light pink. Gorgeous. It's so subtle too, but it looks like a natural flush of color on the skin. Really pretty. For my lips, I'm using a CoverGirl lipstick in the shade Honeyed Bloom, which appears to be a nude pink. And that is simply gorgeous. So impressed by all of these products. Amazing, amazing quality. And by the end of the day, my face held up beautifully. There was a little bit of dewiness on my skin, but I wasn't disco ball shiny. And I liked that glow that my skin had. And I felt better knowing that I was wearing a foundation and a concealer, for that matter, that contained those skincare ingredients. So if you're looking for products like that that are not only beautiful on the skin, but are also going to add skincare benefits and improve your skin over time, I will have all of those linked for you below. Feel free to check them out. Highly recommend all the products that I shared with you in today's video. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.